What up? What up? What up? What's good? A little late in the stream for y'all. Once again. Once again. Let's see who in here with me. Little late night stream once again. Hold on. Let me see who's in here with me. Make sure y'all can hear me and see me loud and clear. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Is it not working? Sin City Cowboy. Okay. Got one. Star Girl. What's good? Late night again, back to back, like I never left. JB Cowboys, Douglas Saunders, what's good? Tyron C, Andrew Matthews, Everett James, what's good? Jay Graham, what's good? Late night stream back to back, what's goody? Hit the like button as y'all come in. Appreciate y'all. Riley, what's good? Devonta Bradley, Headhunter, what's going on? Chip Game Sports TV, what's good? Y'all know a brother is exhausted, but let's talk a little Cowboys on a late night. You know what I'm saying? Might as well. Might as well. What's going on? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Can y'all see me good? You know what I'm saying? Making sure. Just got set back up. Just got back in town, getting myself situated. All right, we good. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling about today? How are y'all doing, first and foremost? Let me not be rude. For the couple people that's going to jump in here with me on the late night, how are y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Are y'all feeling good? Mike sounds nice. Appreciate you. You cooling. Y'all happy about the signing today? Did that make y'all excited? The Cowboys offensive lineman that they signed today. How y'all feeling about that? Depth. No. They kept it real. Depth. No. Nice shirt. Appreciate you. Y'all not excited about the draft pick? I mean, not the draft, the signing? Let me pull up his name. I know he played for the Bengals. I forgot his exact name. Hold on, y'all. Forgive me for not knowing his name off the top of my head. Hold on. What is his name again? I think he got like 15 starts. Hakeem something. I know I should know. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. When we first signed him, the first thing I thought of was Chumi Doga. He got position flex. He's apparently they're pitching it as offensive guard and tackle. He does both. You won't need to know it once the season starts. I'll feel you. But what do y'all think that the Cowboys is trying to tell us or tell the team with all of these offensive lineman signings? Robert Green, whatever the gentleman name was, I don't know. All these guys they throwing at this thing. Hakeem Adoniji, and the guy we signed last week that used to play for the Titans. They're throwing all these guards at the same position. Do y'all think they're trying to send a message to Brock Hoffman, or are they trying to tell us that they're ready to go draft some weapons? Sadiqa Charles, thank you. What do y'all think they're trying to do? Because as any of these guards, or even with the position flex, has any of them made you feel like we just got Brock Hoffman's replacement? Just wondering. Mike Jink ops in the building. You ain't gotta announce yourself like that, Mike Jink. 100 people in here, 36 likes. Hit the like button for me if you don't mind. I know I'm in here super late, back to back. You know what I'm saying? But I figured I'd come here and talk to y'all real quick. Because look, personally, I'll tell y'all like this. I feel like they are signaling, listen, we're not going to invest a whole bunch of draft capital. This is Brock Hoffman's job to lose. They're not necessarily giving it to him, but it is Brock Hoffman's job to lose. And unless the perfect player falls to them where they have to take a guard, I think that we're definitely going offensive weapon. That's how I feel. Does that sound like that makes sense to y'all? I feel like they are signaling, listen, we're going offensive weapon. Competition drives everything. Davion Wallace, my fault. I was about to say Devon. Davion Wallace. I agree. I agree. Well, I'll say this. Your statement is correct. Competition does drive everything. Davion Wallace, since you're in here, do you think that the Cowboys have been operating off of competition, or has it been a hierarchy? A lot of politics with this team. And no, I'm not about to go on no negative diatribe. What's up, Angie? Angie the Rebel Chick, what's good with you? Darnell Lamar, what's good? Paul, your name always get me. Paul R. My fault. My fault. Dwayne Johnson. What's good? What's good? What's good? I don't want to disrespect your name. Zaytoven. Ty Church was good. Do you feel like I feel like the Cowboys have always let politics get in the way? You know what? This is pretty dope, y'all. This is pretty dope. I gotta shout this out. Stu Vision just joined the cartel. If y'all not familiar, Stu Vision is an Eagles fan. He just joined the cartel. Y'all welcome Stu Vision to the family. That's some real support. Obviously, he's an Eagles fan, a big Eagles fan. He be arguing all day on Twitter. But the fact that he came in here and joined the membership, I gotta stop the stream and show some love to him because that's real. So appreciate you, Stu, for joining the team. Welcome to the cartel. Welcome to the family. That's love right there. Even though I know you don't love the Cowboys, you showing love to my platform, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I appreciate you, bro. Even though we're gonna be arguing next season. When the season start, truce is over. I done gave y'all enough props this offseason. We going back to talking trash because that's the way the world needs to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how good your team is. I'm going back to saying y'all ain't shit. I'm telling you right now. But we're gonna save that for August. Let us attempt to load the clip up so at least be a fun battle. Because right now it ain't even fun to talk football with y'all. It's just like y'all got it. Y'all won. It's annoying. It's 162 people here and 64 likes. I know y'all ain't gonna do me like that. Salute. I know y'all ain't gonna do me like that. I know that y'all not gonna not get me to 100 likes. Ain't no way. And I know I said it last night when I was live streaming. I said, yo, I know most of y'all watching from y'all phone. If y'all don't double tap y'all phone and hit the like button and stop playing, don't do me like that. 162 people, it should bare minimum be 120 likes at bare minimum. But anyway, I know y'all don't like when I ask for it, but it is what it is. I think the Cowboys are signaling it's time. And it is time. I've put up on the screen plenty of times. I've talked about this ad nauseum. We have not given the same amount of love to our weapons or skill players as other teams in the league at all. Over the years, I've said this before. Y'all remember the last time we drafted a receiver in the first 3 rounds? The last time we actually did it? It's almost shocking. Not the first 3 rounds, I'm sorry. First 2 rounds. Because first 3 rounds, you can sneak a little Jalen Tober in there, which pisses me off. 2020. Because you think the most premium of weapons are drafted in the first 2 rounds, at least. I'm not saying people don't pan out or get better, but we ain't drafted a number 1 receiver or running back since 2020. You could probably get me on skill position because we drafted a tight end, but Luke Schoonmaker is treated to the dash. We knew he was trash then. He trash now. And I know that's harsh. Let's just say Luke Schoonmaker has not panned out like we wanted to be. I know everybody get mad when I'm hard on the players. But let me ask y'all a question. We 11 likes away from 100. 9 minutes in. Appreciate y'all. 178 people watching on a late night. Y'all think it's unfair for me to be hard on the players? Y'all think it's unfair for me to be hard on the players? Yes or no? Is it unfair for me to say Lou Schoonmaker ain't that good? Jay Smooth, remember for 2 months. Hey, Rome, Hakeem Adajani has a bad knee. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. What we're doing is running a parlay. We're running a parlay on draft picks. I mean, on free agency. Y'all don't see the play? Y'all know a parlay is a lot of it's low money, high reward. But the larger the parlay, the bigger the reward. So we throwing everybody at it. 3 different guards at it. A whole bunch of okay signings. It's a parlay. And maybe it's gonna hit. Cowboys is running a free agency parlay. That's all that is. And we just hoping that we gonna hit all these different players. We like maybe little Sanborn, maybe Fowler's a sure thing. I think Fowler's gonna get us at least 8 sacks, a little production, but it's a little parlay. Throw a little Dodgeny at it, a little Robert Green, Jack Sanborn. Hopefully it pan out, but it probably won't. So the draft has to come through for us because the free agency thing is a lot of good depth. But let me get back to my point with me being hard on the players. Why do y'all think I talk so crazy about the players? Y'all think I'm just doing it because I want to just be negative? Why do y'all? Because anybody that's been following me since 2020, y'all know I'm glass half full guy. I am optimism over negativity all the time. So why do y'all think I'm so hard on the players at April 17th? Stu Vision, no accountability is necessary in this business. Accountability is very, very important. Very, very important. First super chat of the night, and it's a dub. Y'all drop some fire emojis in there for it being the first super chat and it being a dub. Thank you, Sammy, your mammy. $20 super chat. And he's a Niners fan. I gotta show love, man. NFC be showing CFT love. I appreciate y'all. I still say it's hard to truly evaluate some Cowboys key players in the past few years because Mike McCarthy's offense was so stinking vanilla. Offense was so stinking vanilla. I agree. The offense was very predictable. A lot of, as Vach Lombardi loves to say, shout out to my brother Vach, a lot of running up field and turning around. Run up field and turn around. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, man. You are right. The offense did not lend itself to seeing what we had in well, see, I ain't maybe we don't know what we have in Tolbert. Maybe Tolbert's a little bit better. I don't know. Devontae Turpin maybe can give you a little bit more. Right? Maybe Jonathan Mingo is good. Maybe Robert Flournoy could have been that dude. Maybe. It's a lot of maybes. And I don't want to always continue to every time I turn on the camera, y'all like, here comes CFT just hating on the team. That's not my role. I'm not here to hate on the team. The point I was alluding to a second ago is why am I so hard on the players? I want the Cowboys to be great. How many of y'all played on a sports team or been a part of a team? Any type of team. I didn't play football. I'm in a fraternity. I've been on a step team. It's a lot of things. Been in anything you do. There's checks and balances. There's competition. There is a will to win, to be better, and you can't kumbaya your way through it. I want my players to be able to look at Jalen Tolbert in his eyes. I want them to be able to look at Dak Prescott in his eyes. That wasn't good enough. Y'all got to push each other. What CFT say don't really matter. They don't care well, they might. But I need them to push each other. Because they need to be hungry as ever. We did not make the playoffs. The Cowboys, how many times, stop me if y'all have heard me say this. 208 people in here, 116 likes. Can we, last 50 people, can we get it to 160 likes? Let's just hit the like button for me. If my dog, Dak Owens Philly was in here, he put the rules of the engagement to the channel. You know what I'm saying? That's how you speak when you walk in to someone's house. You don't just go to the kitchen and eat. You take your shoes off, you acknowledge the house owner, everybody that's in the living room, whoever's there. Then you look at them and they be like, man, go and get you something to eat. Then you go eat. The way you do that on the channels, you come in, you hit the like button, and you speak to everybody in the chat. That's etiquette. Stu Vision with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Eagles fans called Howie out to his face. 4 years later, second Super Bowl title. Call them out. Hold them accountable, bro. No prisoners, no mercy. Hey, look, I don't agree with the Eagles on much. That's right. You got to hold them accountable. 100%. And that means everybody. Dak Prescott, down to the worst player on the roster. The coaching staff, and the ownership. Everybody should be held accountable. Stu Vision saying that they called Howie Roseman out. The only reason that mattered is because Howie Roseman can be fired. Probably not now. He a made man. He got 2 chips, been to mad Super Bowls, but he technically still can be fired. Stephen Jones don't go to sleep feeling like he can be fired. Stephen Jones go to sleep like, yo, this is my squad. My dad about to get up out of here. This is my team. He ain't worried. But that's another conversation for another day. Thank you for that super chat, Stu Vision. My fault. Creative Edge, $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. What's good, Rome? Why don't the team go after Will Hernandez for guard or trade for Ramsey for cornerback? Doesn't make sense. I'll give you my thought process on that. The Cowboys don't go after Will Hernandez because he costs money. He costs money. And that they ain't trying to put that type of money up on the bet. They playing the cheap player parlay. Will Hernandez 100% is the guy. The Cowboys would sign a Will Hernandez after they find out that these guards can't play. The Cowboys want to see, did we get a gem? Is Adonijah G going to work out? Is Hakeem going to work out? Is Sadiq Charles going to work out? Is Brock Hoffman going to take another step? And then if Will Hernandez is still in the market, they looking bad. Let's cut one. Let's actually sign Will. That's what we like to do. But we play around because Will probably going to get a deal somewhere, and we're going to need Will. They don't want to spend money. It's not a joke. It's real. They just don't want to spend money. And they have to get out of that mindset. What did Paul say? Cheap player parlay. Cheap player parlay. That's all it is. I'm not even a betting man, but I know what a parlay look like. Y'all don't want to spend no money, but y'all want maximum results. You hit a parlay, you put what, 50 up, 20 up, little parlay. But if it hit, you make like 500. Or if it hit right, you might make a couple thousand. That's what Stephen Jones wants. But he don't want to put no real money up. Ain't nobody putting no 1,000 up on their parlay. And then if they hit, they get 100,000. See, they ain't about that life. Cowboys want to put up $5 and win a G. That ain't how it work. Cowboys do love comp picks, Ty Church, 100%. 100%. 244 people in here. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that like button for me as y'all come in and speak to everybody in the chat as well. Thank y'all, brothers, for the super chats. I appreciate y'all. I want this team to be better. I'm not mad about them bringing in Joe Milton. I'm not here to tell you Joe Milton can push Dak Prescott or Dak Prescott should be scared. It's not about that. But Joe Milton is young, right? He has great physical attributes. And the first time he throw an 80-yard pass in training camp and somebody catch it for a touchdown, the world going to lose it. And every person that hates Dak Prescott, and that's a large crowd contention, are going to be like, well, maybe Joe Milton need to get in the game. For the first time since Dak Prescott been a starter, if he sprained his ankle, he going to be watching a little differently. Because if Joe Milton go in there and play lights out, how you think Dak Prescott got his job? How you think Dak got his job? Tony got hurt. Dak took the job. He ain't give it back. My point is this, man. My point is this. Everybody on this roster need to be pushed. Now, Dak Prescott is lights out, no questionably better than Joe Milton. Joe Milton can do one thing better than Dak, throw the ball far. But that's not my point. I just need something to light a little bit of fire under him. Just a little bit. Your owner openly saying, "Yeah, we need to be looking at quarterbacks, and maybe we're gonna draft one this year." That got to do a little bit something to your pride. You know what else? Stu Vision still in here? Any Commanders fans in here? You know what else did something to Dak's pride? The last really meaningful game that Dak Prescott played in, really meaningful, we got blown off the face of the earth. By the time the season starts, that's going to feel like it's almost 2 years ago. It's going to be like 18 months ago. Since that fateful Green Bay loss, we had one of the worst off seasons in history last year, where we signed like 2 or 3 free agents, Eric Kendricks and like no ones. We proceeded to have like the worst injury luck I've seen in a long time. Dak got hurt, Micah got hurt, CeeDee Lamb was banged up. We lost D Law, even though he's gone now. Just mad injuries. Horrible year. The whole saga about the contracts with Dak and CD, right? Horrible year. This offseason, still got a chance to swing it. Like I said last night on the live stream, where we had about a C plus. I got this offseason at about a C plus so far. That ain't epic. I think we've signed a whole bunch of great depth pieces. I think the team is built out pretty good, but we haven't done nothing extravagant yet. The best signing of the offseason outside of the coaching staff, I think the coaching staff, I'll give that a B to a B plus. I like the young, hungrier coaches, way better staff than McCarthy had. Connor Riley, the wide receivers coach, Clayton Adams, the Eberflus. I think we got an excellent, excellent staff. But we're at about a C plus. And I only gave a plus. It was a C. I think adding Joe Milton, I feel like he's a legitimate backup quarterback to where if Dak got hurt, we wouldn't feel like the season is completely over. We have a sliver of hope because he's young, athletic, can throw the ball out of the stadium. We'd be a little bit excited, but he's still got a lot of developing to do. A lot. But it's still better than when Rush ran out there. Although Rush was pretty even kill, nobody cared about Cooper Rush. If people cared about Cooper Rush, the ratings and the love for the team wouldn't have dropped off a cliff when Dak got hurt. So 281 people in here. Let me get 41 likes. Let's get it to 200. Oh, Aaron White Cotton. There's a lot of excellent coaches. I love the coaching staff. And I think that the draft can push us to about a B plus or an A, depending on how good it is. Right? But that's 100% up to them. It's 100% up to the Jones family. They got to do something. But in the meantime, I got to hold these players accountable. I did it the other way. I used to just everyone that came onto the team, I would, they're going to be amazing and this, that, and the other. And I have been left at the end of the season feeling just super drained and stupid for putting so much trust in certain things. Now, like any human, I got barriers up now. I got trust issues. I do. And when you stand front line for the Cowboys like I have for the last 5 years since I turned on the ring light in 2020, you'd understand. Nah, I'm not just giving them the credit, the benefit of the doubt yet. A lot of people got to show and prove. I don't feel like that's wrong. Is that wrong? I want them to show and prove. That's it. So players like Jalen Tolbert, yes, you had a phenomenal game versus Pittsburgh. Great. Game-winning touchdown. But I expect my players to be able to do that on a regular. I want that type of an offense. I don't want it to be like, that's that one game where he played above his means. He back to normal. Nah, I want greatness. That's why I'm like, man, it should get off the pot. That's it. I want everybody on this team to get pushed. We need some luck like KC. What you mean we need some luck like KC? Let me know what you mean. Compete. That's a fact. And my fault, y'all know I've been rambling. I'll get back into the chat. My fault, my fault. Sidney Jones, $5 super chat. Scale of 1 to 10. How comfortable are you with the current running back room? 5. That's a gracious 5. I think it's good depth. Miles Sanders is a good depth piece. Javonte Williams is a good depth piece. But I wouldn't, if we went into the season with this, I'd be like discouraged. It's not enough. 5 might be generous, but I'm going to just say 5. If Rico Dowdle can get a G behind this line with this offense, with no Dak most of the year, then these running backs can get us 1,000 combined. So we got about 1,000-yard running back room right now, but it's a mediocre 1,000. Rico Dowdle's 1,000 was like forced. It wasn't impressive. He had no runs for over 25 yards. Dak Prescott had the longest run last year. And Dak's slower than me. Lisa Law, sorry. What's up, Rome? Sorry I'm late. You good? You good. Lisa Law, that's an excellent point. Rico Dowdle had more fumbles than touchdowns. That is disheartening. More fumbles than touchdowns, you're leading running back? No. So I just want special. You know what I described it as? I was in the space earlier on Twitter. Shout out to BJ Nix. My brother Jay Tuck was in there. DMV was in there. A Cowboy Outlaw was in there. It was dope. Y'all know what I want from the Cowboys right now? Y'all want me to describe it the best way I can? How many of y'all play video games? How many of y'all play Madden, more specifically? Or 2K or something like that? I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all. All right, I got one. I got one me. You ever been playing Madden and you blowing somebody out? Here, look. I got my PS5 controller right here. Right. I'm gonna use this as a prop. So you playing Madden. You chilling, you laying back, you getting it. Right? You blowing somebody out. 21-7. 28-7, right? Ball. They score 1 touchdown. So you go from this to this, right? Pick 6. Ain't that what you do? Ain't that what you do? You up 28-7. They score a touchdown, 28-14. They get a pick 6, 28-21. You hold up. You sit up in your chair. Why is that? Why you sit up in your chair like, hold on? That lean forward. That's what I need. I need the Cowboys. The rest of the league is like this on Dallas. Since that Green Bay loss, the rest of the league is like, they don't care what we doing. They ain't pressed. We draft Ashton Genty. Hold up. We draft Matthew Golden and get like a Juckins in the second round. Hold up. We get a Marion Hampton. Sit up time. We get Luther Burden. It's sit up time. I want juice. I want to make the league sit up. The league right now is not paying us any mind. They don't care. They don't even like talking about us in the national media anymore. We're not a threat. We're not exciting. It's almost 300 people in here on the late night, mind you, almost 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Appreciate y'all, man. I know a lot of y'all on the West Coast too. I found out last night, but it don't matter. Let me feel like it's late and y'all in here. 2 more people to 300. Hit the like button. Let's get it to 200 likes. You know how you get the league to sit up? You draft a Ted McMillan or a Matthew Golden, and then you sign a Amari Cooper or Keenan Allen. You load it up. You draft Ashton Genty, and sign Amari Cooper. You got to make the league sit up. Make them focus. The league ain't focused on us right now. They do not care. We need some juice. I'm standing on a table saying that. We leave out of that draft next week with Matthew Golden and Quinshon Judkins. It don't have to be that running back, but just a dope running back and a dope receiver. The league's going to pay attention because realize what we're adding that to. We're not saying, hey, Matthew Golden, Quinshon Judkins, go be our offense. We're adding it to an all-pro quarterback. Y'all can't take it from Dak. He's an all-pro. He's led the league in touchdowns recently. You can't take that from him. CeeDee Lamb, I'm going to say, is a top 3 receiver in the game, and he ain't 3. He that good. We're adding those players to that. We're not asking Golden to come in or Ted McMillan to come in and be the focal point of the offense. We got all pros in offense. We have a that should be ascending tight end. Cooper Rush ain't do Jake Ferguson no favors last year. What's good, eh? What's good with you? Nightmare, what's good with you? But we need to add some juice to this team. There ain't no juice. If the heavens opened up and everything worked out and we got Ashton Genty, it's crazy time. If we got Ashton Genty, it's going to be dark out here for people. Y'all don't see that? Y'all don't see that? I think that's game changing when we got Ashton Genty. Oh, sorry, I got a text message. Mingo was getting open for real. Look, I think Mingo, that'll make it better on Mingo. Think about it. I'm not saying Jonathan Mingo is a complete bust and ain't never going to be good. You know what I'm saying about Jonathan Mingo? That's a great point. I'm glad you brought up Mingo. I don't hate Jonathan Mingo. I just don't have the faith in Mingo to bank my entire offseason on his development. What's up, Julio Lucero? Cartel in the building. What's up with you, dog? If we draft Genty, which receiver will be there at 44? Well, I'm not a mind reader, but it'll probably be somebody like Jaden Higgins. You know what I'm saying? El Minor out of Stanford. Betch out of TCU will be there. Trey Harris will be there, but I think Trey Harris might be there in the third. Jalen Royals will be there. Then the type of receivers you're looking at. I don't think Mingo can't develop. I don't think he's had a good quarterback yet. He will next year. But I'm not about to bank the entire offseason on Mingo's development. No. I want Mingo to surprise me so at the end of the year I can say, whoa, we got an extra dope receiver. But I can't just let it be on him. What if he don't develop? I can't do it. Sidney Jones, $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Lamb, Keenan Allen, Mingo, Flo Turpin. That would be phenomenal. Now, if we had just signed Keenan Allen, I wouldn't even be beating the drum for a receiver. Noel, I like him too. Tez Johnson, wild slow though. Tez Johnson is slower than me. He get open, he's crafty, but Tez Johnson going in the 5th, he way too slow. Surprising too, because he's small. I don't know how Tez Johnson is that small and that slow. Keith Souls, yeah, bro, I made it. What's good with you? The vet receiver and draft a receiver, then draft a good running back. It ain't that hard, Nightmare. Don't that sound simple? Get a vet receiver, draft a receiver, draft a running back. That ain't that difficult. We already got veteran running backs. It ain't even that difficult. Hold on, let me turn on this fan. Computer Computer acting like it's getting hot. CD, will be in camp this year. Things are going to be different. I believe so. But listen, CD's going to be in camp this year. Fair, right? But on top of that, on top of all of that, with CD being in camp, what I want the front office to attack this thing like we don't have CD Lamb. That's how they need to attack it. I want players so good that if CD Lamb sprained his ankle, CD Lamb couldn't even sit down last year with a messed up shoulder. Restrepo too slow for me. But you know what? Restrepo can play though. Because it ain't all about speed. Restrepo can play. He's slow, but he can play. I'm not taking Restrepo at 44 though. Restrepo can get this fifth. Restrepo can get this fifth. Amari Cooper would be the perfect would be perfect too. He a mentor for Golden, and that's what Golden players most like to me. Hey, listen, I would love Amari Cooper to be a mentor. You bring Amari Cooper in here, he don't have to be the top receiver. We don't even need him to be close to that. My dog Keith just became a channel member. Welcome to the CFT family, man. Y'all welcome Keith, man. He just joined the channel membership. Let me give him a mod. Welcome to the family, bro. Thank you for joining that channel membership. Amari would be good, but Jerry ain't going. Jerry need to sit down, bro. Pride is a deadly thing. Stop being so prideful. Pride is so deadly. Pride is so deadly. But y'all saw the title of the video. I think the Cowboys is finally going to do it. I do think they're finally going to go after a weapon. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. This time next week, we're going to be celebrating. I want Ashton Genty, but I'll take Amarion Hampton. I'll take Matthew Golden. I'll take a trade back to get Luther Burden or Abuka. We better leave next week with a weapon. If we draft Mykel Williams, I'm going to drive to Dallas or wherever that yacht is and punch Jerry Jones in the forehead. We draft Mykel Williams, y'all going to spend a lot of time trying to talk me into liking that pick because I'm going to be complaining. Glenn White, my dog Glenn White. What's good, Glenn? Is no one considering Mingo is T-Mac, is the T-Mac body receiver? I think Golden is the pick at 12. Him in the slot, CD Mingo outside, plus new back, dangerous. I agree, but I'm a proponent though, Glenn White. Matthew Golden can play on the outside. He's not just a slot receiver. How tall is Matthew Golden? I know already. I'm just asking y'all. Matthew Golden is 6 foot. Now watch me piss off somebody, especially Stu Vision. Matthew Golden is 6 foot. And no, he's not a humongous person. Matthew Golden is 6 foot. Brian Peters tried to take that. He is not 5'11". He is 6 foot. I seen him next to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is 6 foot. They both 6 foot. Y'all trying to take that inch from him. Y'all trying to at 6 foot. Y'all trying to take that inch. Don't do that. Y'all petty. Don't do that. Why y'all trying to do that then? Six foot in cleats. Why y'all taking that inch from him? Why y'all trying to do that? I want to know. I want to know why y'all trying to take that inch from him. 5'11", 191 at the combine. Show me the stats. I'm looking. Let me go to Raz. I see 5'11". All right, y'all got it. 5'11". 5'11", 3/4. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. I don't know what I said, Curtis Smith, but it's funny that you hit pause. It's funny. Suave D joined the family, man. Welcome Suave D into the family, man. The RAS score says 5'11" and a little bit over, so y'all can have it. My point is, he's a half an inch shorter than Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is 6 foot. Is he too small? He plays X. I know he's a Heisman winning, Super Bowl winning receiver. I get it. But is he too small? And you're not about to tell me he's stocky. I'm just wondering. Y'all know who Matthew Golden reminds me of. Did y'all remember my comp I did for Matthew Golden? Who my comp was for him? I said Matthew Golden looked like who? Let me see if y'all been paying attention to my channel, or y'all newbies. If y'all newbies, hit the sub button. No, hit the like button since y'all in here. The wordologist $5 super chat. If we pick up a vet receiver, would you feel more comfortable taking a receiver in a second? I'd rather have a dynamic back if we add insurance. Thoughts? I wouldn't mind a dynamic back. I'm down. If they had got Amari Cooper, I wouldn't even care. Take Amari Hampton at 12. Trade back and take Amari Hampton. I'm fine with that. Wordologist, 100%. We got another channel member. Davion Wallace joined the family. Welcome to hey, y'all, welcome Davion Wallace to the family. Antonio Brown. I said that AB is his ceiling, and I said that he plays like Michael Gallup. DJ Sam, what's good with you? I think he plays like Michael Gallup, but I think his ceiling could be Antonio Brown. Go look at AB. That's what I feel like Golden could be. Glenn White, $5 super chat. Not trying to distract from the convo, but I'm in the hospital hooked up to a machine until I get a new heart. Machine is my heart for now. Second transplant. Whoa. First of all, thank you for the super chat. Y'all put some prayer emojis in there for Glenn White, man. I know he's in the hospital, bro. Get well soon. And I pray that you get that new heart soon. Wow. Thank you for the super chat, but prayers to you, man. Seriously. Wow. I hope that I'm providing something for you. That's some real stuff right there. Thank you for tapping in with me. Real talk. I hope you get that second transplant. Suave D with the $5 super chat. Keep up the great work, Rome. Regards from a noob. Shout out to the noobs, man. 1911 love, man. You already know what it is. Purple and gold still the best. I'll stop being petty. Appreciate you, though. Appreciate that love. Thank y'all for showing some love to Glenn White, man. That's real, man. In the hospital. You're going to get that transplant, man. You're going to get it. Yeah, man. Glenn White has had some heart issues since he's been tapped in with the channel. This ain't the first bout. I'm just hoping that everything go good for him. Glenn been a fan of the channel forever. That's why you got to show him some love, man. Glenn been supporting forever. And I appreciate you. AB is 5'10". Now, I know AB is a Hall of Famer through and through. Antonio Brown is different. He crazy, but Antonio Brown is different. If we can get half of AB out of Matthew Golden, we lit. But y'all know what I love about Matthew Golden the most? It ain't his height. It ain't the 4.29. Because there's fast receivers that don't pan out all the time. It ain't none of that. What do y'all think I like about Matthew Golden the most? Talk your talk media. What's good with you? Because it's real simple. He showed up when the lights was the brightest. He don't got the most stats. He don't got the best tape yet. He turned up later in the year. He kept getting better, which means we might not have seen Matthew Golden's ceiling yet. But when the lights was the brightest, he showed up. I think that's our biggest problem. When the lights was turned up, Matthew Golden was clutch in those moments, making clutch catches in those moments. That's a big deal to me because players that come from them small schools and haven't been in any big moments, they not ready. Pressure bust pipes. Matthew Golden can play in AT&T. I synced it. When the game's on the line, he ready to make that catch. I synced it. So when CeeDee Lamb is bracketed and we ain't got nowhere to go, and Matthew Golden blows past your second corner because he's slow, and Dak put it on him, he ready for that moment. I love Ted McMillan. I love T-Mac. I think T-Mac going to the Panthers or the Saints. I don't know if he's going to get to us no more. Or maybe the Gap Matthew Golden train has passed by and we're going to get T-Mac. But I don't think both going. And if both go, trade back, get an extra fourth and draft Amarion Hampton. I'm getting a player. What did Denzel Washington say? Hold on, I got something for y'all. Because y'all think it's a joke. What did Denzel say? Let me see if I can find this little clip. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this little clip because y'all think it's a joke. And it's not. This is me.
So now we're leaving. I'm leaving without the Oscar, right? But as I'm leaving, I see the back of where they're doing
this is me, 100%. At the draft next week.
I see a big tray. I'm like, I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving with something.
I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving here with something. That's me next Thursday. That's the motto. I'm leaving here with something. Somebody weapons going home with me. I'm leaving here with something. That's a fact. I'm not playing with y'all. I don't care if Golden, Tech gone, Genty gone. I'm getting Hampton. I'm leaving with something. I like George Pickens. The Cowboys can't handle George Pickens, though. The Cowboys can't handle Dak Prescott. George Pickens got too much spice. I like the spice. I want an aggressive player. The Cowboys can't handle George Pickens. They can't even handle him. Nope. The draft is next Thursday. That's correct. I like Henderson out of Ohio State. 100%. TJ Sand with a $30 super chat. Hold on. Hold up. Stop the presses. That's above fire emojis. Y'all know anything above 20 is the umbrella. DJ in here making it rain. Appreciate you for that $30 super chat. Rome, I'm just showing love. Keep grinding, bro. I appreciate you, bro. You've been showing me love and support forever. I appreciate you tapping in. I know I'm here on the late night too. So thank you for that super chat, man. Y'all throw the umbrellas in there for DJ Sand. You got to add something. No, you know I love the support. But you got to add something. Don't want Hampton at 12. Trade back a little bit and get him, Vinny. Just trade back a little bit and get him. Get that fourth round pick. You can get a fourth or a third or a little light trade back. You go back towards the 20s, you can get a second. Go get an extra pick. If you don't want to take them at 12, get back and get an extra pick. Because once you get the extra pick, you can just start compounding players. But if you traded back and got me Burden, Junkins, Swearinger, or Burden, Junkins, Trey Amos, y'all not going to be happy? If we left the first two rounds with Burden, Trey Amos, and Junkins because we got an extra second round pick, y'all wouldn't be excited? Come on, y'all. This ain't even that difficult. And I know I was listening to Brian Broaddus recently. Shout out to Brian Broaddus. Shout out to Vosh Lombardi. Brian was saying people act like it's so easy to trade back. They act like it's just Madden. You just trade back. And I get that. I get it. Brian is right. It ain't that damn easy to just trade back. Because he said the Cowboys don't like to call people. Y'all know that's true, right? The Dallas Cowboys do not like to call people. Jerry Jones thinks if he calls someone, he loses leverage. Thank y'all again for the support. Jerry Jones does not like to call anybody. Jeanette Rogers, what's good? Likes almost at 300. That's a fact. The phone doesn't ring. That's a fact. They need to put that pride to the side. I was saying this last night. Stop playing. Jerry is 5'11", bent over. First of all, pause. 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 Pause again. Don't say that. Call Denver. Everybody from 18 to 22. Call them tonight. DJ saying $5 super chat. Appreciate you. I hear you, bro. I'm team trade back all day. Only if T Mac isn't there. If T Mac and Golden is gone and Genty is gone, let's trade it back. No question. Let's trade it back. But the best way to do that is I think Stephen Jones's way of trading back and calling them, right? Stephen Jones's way of doing that. Pay attention. Stephen Jones said the other day, the Cowboys are open to trading back. Stephen Jones trying to tell the world, hey, call me. And that might not work. You can't always do that, Stephen. You gotta put in some work. Y'all feel me? You gotta try. Call Seattle. Call Denver. Call Pittsburgh. Call Green Bay. Call all of them teams in that little area. If these players is gone, I'm open for business. Is there somebody you might want? And they can tell you, well, I might want this player. Okay, if it lines up and the player's there and we haven't made a pick, talk to me. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You don't just wait. So yeah, trading back is hard if you don't call nobody. Call them. Maryland, what's good? I ain't seen Maryland since 1988. What's up, Maryland? It's been a while. How you doing? It's been a minute. It's good seeing you in here. They wouldn't call for Henry. Don't worry about them calling anybody. Probably not. That's the problem with the front office. They don't call anyone. That's a fact. We would have Derrick Henry if they call somebody. Maryland laughing. I'm good. Thanks, Rome. No doubt. I just know it's been a minute. Cowboys need to stay at 12. Who you want, Newhouse fam, at 12? Who do you want at 12? Yeah, now you put the call out there before the draft, James Ruff. That's a fact. You call and tell them I'm open for business. I want to get a player. That's what you're doing. You got to let people know. Aggressive wins. Howie Roseman ain't just sitting back playing and waiting around. Howie Roseman is calling. Hey, you, what y'all doing? I got this. You want that? I need that. You want this? And if Jerry don't want to make that, I don't expect Jerry Jones to call nobody. Tell Will McClay or somebody that works for you, tell them to make the call. Tet or Golden? Tet McMillan. If I had my choice, Tet McMillan. Matthew Golden and him are two different receivers, 100% though. You just can't teach 6'5", but I don't think he's gonna be there. So I'm afraid to keep leaning into it. For like 2-3 weeks, it felt like Tet was gonna get to us. And then it got too loud. And now I feel like he's going to the Carolina Panthers. Now it's getting loud for Golden, so he might not go. He might be gone. It's getting loud around these players. Whenever they start getting linked to the Cowboys, it get too loud. Tell us security. Somebody call security guard. Somebody working in the parking lot. Somebody make the call. Oh, Marilyn said she got a new boo and been traveling. Salute. The new boo been keeping you busy. Tell the new boo that sometimes you be watching the CFT stream. I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? But you can watch for a little bit. But I respect that. I ain't even mad at it. It's just like wanting a job, but not asking for 1 year job, waiting on someone to ask you. That's a fact. Savvy boy Kurt with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. I can see them trading back, then pulling a Buka, Henderson, or Juckins. But if they sleep on Hampton for 44, I'm fitting to be lit. I'm swinging on the win. If we get Hampton at 44, if we get a Buka in Hampton, I'm going to come on this stream with an island shirt on and a bottle of champagne. I promise y'all. If we get Hampton and like McMillan or Golden, if they let Amarion Hampton slip to us and we get a receiver, we get Hampton and a receiver, I'm coming on here like it's the big pimping video. And y'all going to be mad. I'm telling you. I'm going to be Rome Dash. And I might break my computer by throwing champagne around the room. I swear to God. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Shout out to my brother Jamin Powell, man. That's my brother, y'all. What's good, Jay? Our front office talks Jerry lead. Our front office takes Jerry's lead. His old ass is stubborn. That's a fact. I agree with you, Jamin. I hope that for the last time, because Jerry old, I hope Jerry get one more last call and say, go get me some juice. I hope Jerry just come in there with his old ass and say, I want weapons. And y'all got to listen to me. And they do it for one more time. I hope. I just need him to do it for one more time. But y'all throw some fire emojis in there for Jamin. He dropped the $20 super chat. Y'all know the rules. $20 super chats, get the fire emojis in there. I appreciate you, bro. I think Jerry wants it now. I do too. Appreciate y'all showing my dog some love. I just need Jerry to do that one more time. Jerry to come in there and say, yo, listen, this is my team. I want a weapon. I gotta ask y'all one last little question because I know it's dumb late. One last little question. See if y'all can appease me real quick. One last little question. Y'all listening? Maryland with the $5 super chat just because I've been missing in action. You all good? Thank you for the support, Maryland. You already know you family over here. You've been cartel since before cartel. Thank you for the super chat. And congrats again on you and your new boo. Would y'all trade up for Genty? Would you trade up for Ashton Genty? I got a nope and a yes and a no. It's kind of mixed. If you left this draft with Ashton Genty and Trey Harris, would you be happy? If y'all know who Trey Harris is. I'm just saying, Ashton Genty changes this team. Y'all know the biggest thing that Ashton Genty does for the Cowboys? Y'all older. Some of y'all old as me. Y'all remember what Terrell Davis did for the Broncos? If we drafted Ashton Genty, it changes this offense. And it stops becoming Dak dependent. And I love Dak Prescott. Y'all see what's over my left shoulder. So let's not do that. Y'all know Dak Prescott, my dog. But Dak is at the stage of his career. We can't keep wanting him to carry the entire team. Nobody has to do that. You bring Ashton Genty in here, the offense doesn't run chest through four anymore. The thing that scares me is if we get Matthew Golden and we don't take running back seriously, we're going to run out there next year and be like, Dak, go win. And I don't want them to do that. I don't even count want them to do that now. And I love Dak, but we can't keep throw it 40 times. We're going to win. No, you can't do that. Throw it 40 times, you're going to win. Does not work. You have to 100% balance this team out. That's why I want them to take running back very seriously. Don't be doing that. I will get one in the fifth. I don't want Jordan James. I don't want Taj Brooks. I don't want Brashard Smith unless it's with another running back. I want Henderson, Juckins, maybe Caleb Johnson, Dylan Sampson, Ashton Genty, Amarion Hampton. I want real RJ Harvey, even though RJ Harvey a little bit older. I want some real juice so that you can stop leaning on just Dak Prescott. And I'm not afraid to say Dak needs a running game. He do. I don't think Dak can't play. Dak won a all pro. But he's past stats. I don't care about the stats. I want some true balance. I want a true play action. I want them to have to take play action seriously. That's all. I want them to take it seriously. Jalen Hurts is somebody loose. Jalen Hurts is trash without a run game. I'm not even gonna do that right now. But hey, listen. A running game is important to these teams. Josh Allen needs one. Patrick Mahomes needs one. All the great Lamar Jackson needs one. What great quarterback in the league don't have a great running game to match? And y'all running Dak out there with Rico Dowdle. What great team don't have? Even Jaden Daniels had a comparable running game behind him. Eckler and Robinson. Savvy boy, Kurt with the $2 super chat. What team will we trade with for Genty? I think if Genty got past the Raiders, you go up and get him. I don't know who, but if he gets past the Raiders, going to the Raiders too. But if he gets to like 8, you trade up. Maybe you give up that second. And that sounds aggressive, but you got to be willing to take a chance because Ashton Genty sends the right offensive player makes everybody lift their level of play. Washington Commanders were not that great of a team last year, roster-wise overall. But Jaden Daniels made the entire team feel like we got Jaden Daniels and you don't. You get Ashton Genty, it's going to lift the level of play of the whole team. Mahomes don't have a good running game? Cap. But even if you wanted to give me Mahomes, he's considered the second best quarterback in history. So, all right, maybe not him. Ain't nobody never, ever, ever comparing Dak Prescott to Patrick Mahomes. I'm not doing it. I ain't crazy. So if you want to use Pat Mahomes as an example, Night Maryland, Pacheco isn't that good as a cap. I say Pacheco helped them win full playoff games and a Super Bowl. That's you lying. I say Pacheco have heavy, important runs in the Super Bowl. You ain't about to just look me in my face and lie. You not, because I ain't going. He might not be that good right now because he had that injury last year. But before that injury, Pacheco was balling. You're not about to lie to me. That's what I'm saying. We act like Pacheco top 5 running back. Who? We can't act like. Who said he's a top 5 running back? You act like Patrick Mahomes ain't the second best quarterback or the best quarterback in NFL history. What is you saying? Come on, man. Don't do that. Let's not act like Pat not that one. Pat the one. Forget Pacheco. You're trying to compare Dak Prescott to Pat? Like, come on, man. Let's not do that. That's like when ESPN be using Tom Brady as an example. Shut your ass up. That's the best quarterback ever. So I'm not comparing Dak to no. That's even more of a reason to get Dak a running game. Trying to use Pat as an example. We're not doing that. But you take certain players off certain teams, they look different. No question. Mr. Slugs want to argue. Pat is behind Brady and Peyton Manning. You know you lying, but it's cool. you know you lying, but it's cool. You just like Peyton Manning. That's a personal thing. And that's what's up. But nah, you lying. I'm gonna just say this before I get up out of here, man. And I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. 317 people on me on the late, 328 people with me on the late night, and I appreciate y'all. Um, the Cowboys is finally showing signs that they're gonna go out and actually add some weapons. I'm very confident in that. I'm not gonna say I'm a mind reader and say who, but all of the moves in the offseason, the depth pieces we've added, we're ready to go get weapons. Elway needed Davis, no question. We're ready to go get weapons. I just hope we're aggressively go get them. Don't take no bullish. Davion Wallace, man, I love the late night live. Work overnight. Maybe I start working in a one late night live a week. I can't do late night lives every day though, y'all, because I gotta work. But I can maybe work in one a week. A little late night live. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one a week. Go late like this. You know what I'm saying? If y'all down with that, maybe I'll start doing that. But yeah, I think it's time though. I like Makuba out of Texas. I like the safety Makuba out of Texas. No question. I like Mickens out of Syracuse or out of Mickens out of Clemson too. No question. We safety a sneaky need. Because I wasn't impressed with the safeties from last year. It's a sneaky need. Maybe Wednesday. Friday nights, y'all might be short. That's wifey time. So Friday night. Wednesday, I might can get y'all. Maybe Thursday. But Friday night, y'all short. I ain't about to nope. I ain't gonna lie to you. But maybe Wednesday night. We can get a little late night joint going. Maybe Tuesday night. After the final word, after my dog bossing them. We'll figure it out. But look, I'm a slide though. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, the Cowboys finally showing that they ready. The way they loading this roster up, they ready to go get some weapons. It just depends on who. But I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll holler.